clean tonight. Call the meeting to order of the Police Commission. Full board is present, and we'll turn it over to the chief.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. Fine Monday. Thank you for being accommodating to change the date of this meeting. Once we put out the notifications, one of the sergeant candidates had indicated that he had his pre-scheduled honeymoon for the 25th, which was Thursday. And he's like, I'll just forego the interview. I'm like, I'm not having that on my shoulders. So I appreciate your willingness to be flexible. So in addition to our normal course of business this evening, I would ask that we could go into executive session at the end of our agenda to discuss personnel matters and to go conduct sergeant interviews. We do have one vacant sergeant's position that was created when Sergeant Welch retired a couple months ago. Since our last meeting, actually, commission minutes from our last meeting, the May minutes, I did send them to the commission. Any discussion, thoughts, concerns? Errors, omissions, anything? Being none, could I have a motion to accept as written? I have a motion by Commissioner Mills, second by?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So some stats from May. I did send these to the commission as well. I sent the monthly report. In May, the department handled 2,765 calls for service, which is a slight increase over the previous month. We had 2,520 calls in April. It's a 10% increase, which is traditional as the weather warms and we get into the summer months. Part 1 crimes for the month of May, we investigated 44, 9 of which were in the violent category and 35 in the property category. That was a just over 4% decrease from the previous month in which we had 46 Part 1 crimes. Part 2 crimes for the month, we investigated 148 in comparison to 138 in April. So that's a 7.3% increase from April to May. Arrest for the month of May, the department made 274 arrests in comparison to 193 in April. So we saw a 42% increase in arrests May to April. Traffic summons, May 438 were issued in comparison to, I made an error there, so I don't have the actually. Uh, 438 in the previous month, which is an 8%, nah, I messed that up. I'll come back to that for you. But there were 438 issued in May. Parking summons, 346 issued in comparison to 334. And uses of force for the month of May, there were 6 incidents that resulted in some form of use of force. When you compare that to total arrests for the month, it's 2.2% of total arrests. Just wanted to highlight this stat. I normally don't highlight this in our meeting. It's always in our monthly report. But city codes, we've been focusing a lot on addressing some of the quality of life issues throughout town, especially in the warmer months. There's been a 48% increase April to May in arrest for the city code, those quality of life incidents. Specifically, one that we've been dealing with a lot is electric scooters, electric bikes. There were 20 arrests in the month of May, which was a 400% increase over the previous month. So it's good to see that the officers are addressing the concerns that are brought to us. Shots fired calls for the month of May, there were 2. Both were unfounded. One was on May 21st, 5:23 in the evening, 34 Mill Street. Officers responded, investigated, conducted canvasses of the area, spoke to people, determined to be unfounded. And then on May 30th, 11:26 p.m., 52 Cottage Street, same thing. Officers responded, did their cursory investigation, spoke with people in the area, checked for whatever evidence they could, determined to be unfounded as well. Any thoughts, questions, concerns with statistics? They seem to be pretty much in line with previous years, with the warmer weather coming through and them gradually increasing as they have in years past. Staffing as we sit this evening, we currently have 2 vacancies, 73 sworn personnel on the books right now, soon to be 72, which I'll explain further in our executive session. We are budgeted for 75. Out of the 73 that we have, I still have 1 deployed at National Guard. We've been in communication with him. He doesn't have a return date at this point. He's still stationed in the New York State prisons. We don't know what's going to happen with him, but we do communicate with them on a regular basis. I still have 2 out sick on personal injuries that were off-duty related. I have 3 in field training. I have 4 in the police academy. And still out of that 73, 5 of those individuals are SROs as well. That comes out of those 73. Since our last meeting, Officer Burgess has completed his field training program as of June 16th, and he's been assigned to patrol. He's on the midnight shift. He's done very well all across the board, nothing but good reports on him. Seems to be really adapting well, and he seems to have a good work ethic, and he's pretty productive and being out there, so which is very nice to see. Last meeting, I spoke about us hiring a new parking enforcement officer. He did get hired, and he lasted 1 day and said it wasn't for him, so we're back to the drawing board with that as well. We did also hire a full-time dispatcher, Emery Morales. She started with us just last week on June 15th, and that is to replace Dispatcher Cummer's position, which I'll give you more details on that when we go into executive session as well. On the staffing level, our service coordinator, Stephen Monchiari, he will become a full-time city employee in July. He's been being paid on a grant for the last 2 years, and through the graciousness of the mayor and the Common Council, we've been able to make him a full-time employee with the city. Also, Stevenson just graduated on June 10th from Leadership Orange, which was a huge success for him. Super happy. It's a 10-month program. He completed it fully, and he's super happy to be a graduate of Leadership Orange. Any thoughts, discussion on staffing, concerns? Some training since our last meeting. DRE's recertification, which is the drug recognition expert. That's Officer Michael Harlan. He's also our DWI enforcement guy that got the awards at the DWI conference back in April. Kind of keep that whole realm right in his basket. Bicycle patrol course, commercial vehicle enforcement certification part B. We sent 2 people to our niche RMS conference, street gang investigation course, swell project presentation. The swell project is a social work and law enforcement. This is something we attended last year. We went to that to learn how to integrate Stevenson into the police department. This year, we were invited back, myself, Stevenson, an intern we have, and Lieutenant Hargett, and we actually presented at the conference, which was really good. We had a lot of great feedback, filled our room. They have little breakout sessions, and we're always nervous, like, all right, this is our first time going, and we walked in, there's a couple of people, and within moments, it was standing room only. We're like, whoa. So it was pretty good to see that. It was a good experience. New York State Police Criminal Interdiction course. This was an honor also. We were one of the few municipal police officers. We had one of the few municipal police officers in this training. It's a New York State Police focused training in Albany. They kind of keep it to themselves. Through our relationships with the memberships at Troop F here in Middletown, they opened up a spot for us. So it was a great experience for our individual. Officer Jonathan Gay went to it, spoke very highly of it, very happy to go there. So we definitely appreciate them opening that up to us. Reality-based training instructor, drone aircraft license test and exam, that's their yearly recertifications. Celebrate yearly recertification, UTV safety course, and New York State Association of Chiefs of Police conference, which I attended in Lake Placid. Community events, we did host Kids Day celebration on June 6th, which had a great turnout. It was a beautiful day. Officer Galley did a great job putting that together. That is funded basically on grants that she puts together as well. Gets a lot of participation from the community. Had a great turnout. Too Good for Drugs graduations. We hosted Presidential Park and Mount Carmel schools. Next Tuesday, we will be working with the Parks and Recs department as well as the fire department, the school, to do a kickoff to summer barbecue at the pools at Davidge Park. That'll be in the evening. We'll be up there. There'll be food, music, and it'll be the grand opening of or not the grand opening, but the yearly opening of the pools for the summer. 2 weekends ago, we assisted the traffic for the Ruthie Dino 5K run. This past Friday, we participated in the Juneteenth celebration, and this coming Friday, the high school graduation. So it is that time of year where a lot of events are going on, and we're always doing something, which is good. I did send the commission 8 internal investigations. I'm not sure if the commission had the opportunity to review them. If not, table them, but that's up to the commission. Revisit them? No? Good? Good? No?
I'm okay.
Good?
Good, Chief.
Okay. So there's 8, nothing real heavy in any of these. Just for record purposes, I'll read through them. If the commission would like to talk about them any an individual, any of them individually, I have them with me as well. First one is dated April 25th, 2025, case number 255725. That's an injury sustained by the defendant prior to arrest. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy. June 1 of 2025, case number 259305, use of force injury during arrest and injuries to the involved police officers. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy. June 12, 2025, case number, sorry about that, 251047. 10467, use of force injury sustained by police officers during arrest. Investigation found no violations of policy. June 19, 2025, case number 2511158. This is a civilian motor vehicle collision resulting in serious physical injury to the driver. This actually was referred to the Attorney General's office based on the guidelines, and their investigation deemed police had no fault, and our investigation deemed no departmental violations of policy. September 11th, 2025, case number 2519225. It's a use of force injury during arrest and injuries to involved police officers. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy. September 20th, 2025, case number 2520015. Use of force injury during arrest. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy. And then there's October 1st, 2025, case number 2521141. This is a crash and damage to the department property, our drone. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy. And the eighth one is October 15, 2025, case number 2522554, use of force injury during arrest of a juvenile. Investigation found no violations of departmental policy.
Okay.
Would the commission like to talk about any of them in more detail? Being no discussion, could I have a motion to accept those 8 internal investigations as written? I have a motion by Commissioner Sullivan, second by Commissioner Mills. All in favor?
Aye.
Appreciate it. Thank you. That's all I have on my agenda, unless the commission has anything they would like to discuss or go over. Concerns, thoughts, issues? Huh? Being no other matters, if I could have a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters and for the conduction of sergeant interviews.
Motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Rodriguez, second by Commissioner Cantoli. All in favor?
Aye.
We'll be moving into executive session at 4:20 p.m. for the purpose of personnel matters.